I definitely feel that gaming is and has a place for women itself. So that's why I feel that when it comes to women, we won't be losing out to our male counterparts when it comes to esports. Hi, my name is Cheryl and I'm the host of MPL Singapore. So for my earlier years, I started modelling and I took part in New Paper New Face 2017. And in 2019, I tried out Miss Universe Singapore and I ended up with second runner-up. Then I pursued hosting from 2018 onwards. And during COVID itself, I started playing Mobile Legends Bang Bang. That was due to encouragement of my now husband, who actually was looking for things to do as a couple, especially during the COVID period. So I tried it, even though I'm not a gamer myself. This was the very first mobile game that I've played. And during the entire COVID season, we were just both spending like at least 12 hours minimum playing the game. Moving forward, I was watching MSC 2023 with my friends, and my friend was actually saying like, hey, why not you host for MPL Singapore? And I was just like, oh yeah, why not, right? So I took my shot, messaged MPL Singapore on Facebook page. Unfortunately, now I'm still on blue tick, but I really manifested hard at that period because I really wanted to host for them. And by pure stroke of luck, I actually had a friend introduce me to Zenway Productions, who is a partner here for MPL Singapore, and the rest was history. I'm now hosting for MPL Singapore for 4 seasons already.
The Mobile Legends Bang Bang Professional League Singapore, MPLSG, is the only professional esports league in Singapore featuring the best teams across the country. It starts with the qualifiers with the top 2 teams heading to the regular season, joined by the 6 other invited teams from the previous season of MPLSG. The 8 top teams in Singapore will then battle it out over a span of 4 weeks in a round-robin format to determine their final position before they are seeded into the upper and lower brackets during the playoffs. The champions who will be crowned during the playoffs will earn a seat at the next upcoming MLBB International Tournament.
We are an events management company that specializes in gaming and esports. And we are now the partner of MPLSG in Singapore. Previously, when we started MPLSG, we were looking for a permanent host that can, commit long weekends with us throughout multiple weekends. And so Cheryl is introduced to us by a mutual friend. He came by and, introduced to us and said that, this friend of mine, she's a fan of MLBB. She plays the game quite a bit and, why not you consider her? She's definitely new to the scene in terms of hosting, but for us back then, we were kind of still starting out the first season when we took over from Singtel and went with our gut feel. After, of course, speaking with Cheryl, found out more about her, and we thought we'd give it a shot.
I'm now here at Zenway Studios, and this is my little cozy corner where I usually hang out most of the time. Now, what happens here is I do have setups, and this will be displaying the live feed of the games itself. And before every match starts, I would actually prepare a head-to-head of each of the teams. Now, this will be kind of like a storyline, you can say, to describe the match that's gonna come up real soon. So for me, when I was young, I try to try everything at least once, and then only after trying I know if I like it or not. So how family and friends really molded me is it pushes me to try everything at least once. And this is what motivated me to try out MPL Singapore, even though I've not hosted in the esports industry. So after hosting for MPL Singapore, then I pushed myself to understand a little bit more about the esports scene, and then push myself to switch things up every show to, at least keep the audiences entertained. I initially joined MPL Singapore as a passion project because I'm a player myself and I thoroughly enjoy the game. And then moving forward, it turned out to be a very significant role that I'm playing for Singapore, because when I actually went overseas to actually be a part of the international tournaments, then I realized that, hey, I'm actually a face of the Singapore region, and hopefully, it can garner more support for our very small Singapore region, and hopefully we can grow into something bigger. So one of the toughest moments is in the grand finals of MPL SG Season 6, where we see Team Flash going up against RSGSG, our 3-peat champion.
Okay, it's set! The ladies and gentlemen, RSG has done it! 4 peats! But no! Wait,
What is this?
Wait! Wait! Enemy, he's still going! No! He's still going! What? Wait! He's still going! No, look at this! What on earth is going on? Oh, they messed up! With the Drunken! No!
Over!
Team Flash!
The game is over! Team Flash have done it! They're
Oh
all
my god! Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, Fantash has won! They bring us to a game 7!
Now, what was tough about that game was because RSGSG actually made a grave error, which ultimately cost them their championship. Now, it was tough because, as seasons pass, we're all friends, with the players. Even the players and the teams are all friends with each other. So even though it was a happy moment for us to crown a brand new champion, it was also heartbreaking at the same time, knowing that the losing teams are right there at the side of the stage, hearing every single word I say when I crown the winners.
My name is Willie, known as Powerful, from Team Evil, and I'm the captain of the team. I know Cheryl from MPL Season 4 when she just joined the scene as a host. Sometimes I'm nervous for interview or whatever, she would give me encouragement. She's very nice and supportive. She always encourages me whenever I'm quite down. She's always there to listen, and I'm quite happy about that. That's when I know that she truly cares about the players.
It has been super supportive in all aspects of how we creatively like to take MPLSG. First and foremost, very flexible, very receptive, and also the fact that she understands the game makes it a whole lot easier for us when we are talking to her about how we want to take things in terms of the narrative when it comes to talking about MPLSG. She was quite new to the hosting scene when she first joined us in Season 4. It started off with her having to read the script off her tablet, having very scripted questions and stuff like that. And throughout the seasons, I think her familiarity with the teams, the players themselves, and also putting in a lot of effort in getting to know them personally, sometimes going to their streams, invading their streams and chatting with them, getting to know the community. I think that was what we felt was something that she really put in extra effort, and by the third season, she deservedly won the Best Talent Award. And as you know, gaming is sometimes very niche. If you don't have that much of a understanding, it's very difficult to engage the community.
For recognition and awards, this was something that I never in my wildest dreams thought I would receive, because usually as the host, I generally just open up the show and I close the show. The hardest workers are actually the casters, because when it comes to games for a match itself, sometimes it's a BO3, a BO5, and for grand finals, best of 7. That is 7 full games of like half an hour commentary for each game. So it's really tough work on the casters. So the fact that they would include me into this pool and to give me the recognition for that, I am very eternally grateful. And this is the first time ever, after hosting for so long, an award is presented to me. I feel that the industry is ready for female gamers, because Mobile Legends Bang Bang even has a tournament called NWI, which is coming up, which is a women's tournament. Prize pool is $500,000. So I think that's absolutely wild. When it comes to sports, definitely if you're talking about stature, if you're talking about strength, physique, definitely women might be on the shorter end of the stick for that. But when it comes to gaming, I feel that it's a very genderless, mode of sports, where it's more about strategy, it's more about mechanics, and it's more about skill. I definitely feel that gaming is and has a place for women itself. So that's why I feel that when it comes to women, we won't be losing out to our male counterparts when it comes to esports. So one of the highlights of me being in the esports industry would definitely be the opportunity that was given to me to head on over to the M5 World Championships held in Philippines with courtesy of Moonton as well as Team Flash. While I'm overseas, I'm actually exposed to all of the different casters, the different regions, the different cultures, and it was interesting because I actually gave them Singapore treats, and most of them haven't had the opportunity to come to Singapore. So I think on one end, it's a great way to showcase what we have for Singapore, and of course to, shed light to international audiences on the diverse culture that we have in Singapore as well. And I'm very confident that we will go from strength to strength and reach higher heights.